All right, welcome back to a brand new video of the. Yeah, you can whoop it up, because I'm exposing all their agenda and all their BS. So came home tonight, and again, last night I went outside to look for, the neighbor that I had the computer back up the computer for, right? And I was out there because I told him, I said, listen, I gotta reset it. He's like, I'll be here, I'll have you. Went outside, he was gone, wasn't there, right? Was not there at all. I was talking to another guy that was there, and we were just talking. He was like, I was just waiting for him to see if he's gonna come back. We were outside for like a whole hour talking. Never came back. Today he came in now. He's in my building, right? So I said to him, I said, listen, stay right here. I'll be right back. He's like, yeah, you're happy. Came inside, got the computer, went back outside. He's gone. And I'm just like, I just told this dude to come. So what they were trying to do is again and I say how they send these subliminal messages, right? So as I'm coming, I said, so they wanted me to leave it. I said, no, I'm not leaving it there. Brought it back in. As I'm walking back into the building, one of the neighbors, again, next to the young guy, comes and he walks in front of me and he looks down at the computer and he goes, oh, I guess he doesn't want it, I said, I guess he doesn't, and then he goes into the apartment with my next door neighbor, and I was like, wow, okay. I was like, listen, I'm not chasing anybody down. I did you a favor. You know what I'm saying? I had extra parts here. I said, hey, you know what? I'll build a computer for you. Hey, it's like my the other guy that lived on this block, right? I had all these equipment to give to him, and dude is acting like if I have to chase him down to give him something for free. You wanted it. I'm giving it to you, and I gotta chase you down. And then when you see me, all of a sudden, you're like, oh, if you don't want me to, I said, dude, I'm not gonna do this with you. Okay? I told you when I was behind. I called you, right? You didn't come. But then all of a sudden, it's like this is what they do, what they try to do, right? Again, to try to manipulate you and to manipulate the people around you, to use the people around you to engage in this sort of trying to villainize you, right? So now, as with the other dude, I was going to give him the equipment that I had here, that I haven't used in over a decade, and like I said, I'm not chasing you down to give you something. You wanted it. I asked you if you wanted it. You told me yes. Right? So if you want it, then you contact me. Right? I've contacted you. I gave you a time. You didn't call. You know what I'm saying? Then you're like, what happened? This and that. I'm like, I don't want to hear that. But again, to try to make you look bad. So I was just like, whatever. I'm not doing this. And this is how they've conditioned us as black people, right? That whenever somebody's doing something for us, we feel like, that they should be the one to chase us, right? And I'm just like, I'm giving you something. You know what I'm saying? It's not like if you're giving me something, if I want something, you're giving it to me, I'm going to call you and be like, okay, such and such, right? If you're telling me I can come get this, I'm going to call you. I'm not going to wait for you to call me all the time and be like, hey, when you're going to come get this stuff, right? I'm not doing that. But I understand our conditioning, and I understand being in this program, how they try to villainize you and try to make you look bad, right? Or try to get, what I'm saying? It's like, look, I'm not selling it to you. I had the spare parts here. All I just did was I bought the case, right? You know what I'm saying? So come on. But it really is ridiculous. But I'm not chasing after anybody. Like I said, to give you something that I told you I was going to give you. Then 2 nights in a row, I tell you, and you disappear, you go on. All right, bro, that's on you. That's on you. I mean, come on. Like I tell you, as black people, we have been conditioned in such a way that it's just, and it makes us dysfunctional, right? It makes us dysfunctional. It makes us non-trusting of each other. It makes us suspicious of each other, but it makes you not suspicious of your enemy, the real enemy. It makes you trusting of the real enemy, right? Like I said, whenever somebody try to do good for black people, they will get black people to villainize and to destroy that person. Even on a personal level, they will do that. You know. You remember I was when I had built a computer with Ethan, and I said, okay, we're going to donate a computer to one of your classmates, right? Who don't have a computer, right? Who you usually play with if they're playing on their tablet or on their phone. I will doing it, and to teach them how to give without expecting anything in return. If you can give, you give, right? And not expect anything in return. And one of the person, it was a friend that he had went and hang out at his house, one time, and I just thought about it. I was like, yeah, what happened to this kid? So he said, okay. So his mom called me, and I said, well, this is what we're going to do. Is build computers built. So then she was like, does it have a monitor? I said, no, you can buy the monitor. Well, I don't want it. And I'm like, what? You're getting a computer for your son. So because it doesn't have a monitor, you don't want it? I mean, this is the mindset that, like I said, and it's because we have been conditioned to either, with this mindset that, if somebody's going to give us something, then this is what we want, and that's it. You don't want anything else. Right? Something that's free, even something that's free, something that will benefit your kid. You telling me that you can't, you got a television, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what you want on next, a chair, a desk, but that's the mindset of a lot of black people, and it's sad to say, and another thing too, because the reason why he's here, the reason why he's out there today, because today is Christmas. Family members, I don't give Christmas gifts to family members. I don't do that anymore. And because the mindset is that it's Christmas, so you should get something, right? And no, Christmas is for the kids, all right? And even my niece's son, I haven't bought him anything for Christmas, man, because he's I hate to buy kids toys. I picked it at his age because he's just going to destroy it. He's not going to, you know what I'm saying? So I don't even do that. If I'm going to give him something, it'll be when he's 5 or something. Maybe I'll get him a laptop. That's it. But other than that, I don't buy him. No, I don't do that because it's a waste of. I shouldn't say it's a waste, but not for me, right? I just don't do that. But anyhow, like with my son, right? My oldest son, usually if I don't usually never really buy him a lot of these figurine toys and stuff like that. No, he's always had electronics, right? So whether it be tablet, television, laptop, computer, game console, handheld game console, that's it, right? And clothes. No one really buy him, all that stuff. But anyhow, I understand the way they do these things and how they manipulate time, space, people in order to make you look bad in front of other people's eyes and all this stuff. It's all manipulation, right? All manipulation. And understanding this and how they do it, right, is key. Look, people don't usually buy me anything for Christmas, and that's fine because I'm not that type of person to expect anything from anybody, right? I've always been like that. I've always, I never judge people or look at people negatively because they didn't buy me anything, right? That's just the way I've always been. So, but because we are being conditioned, particularly our women, black women, have been conditioned to always want to get gifts and all this stuff, right? And again, this stuff is way commercialized, right? I'd rather buy something I know that something that you need, not want, something that you need that's going to benefit you in some way or your family in some way, as opposed to buying something that you want. Well, just where it's not going to last, you're not going to take care of it, right? I'd rather give you something of value, right? So that's my mindset. So yeah, but anyhow, they can do it and they're using the sirens in the car honking as I'm talking. But hey, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not chasing after this dude and nothing like that. Computer will be here. Whenever I see him, if I see him again, I'll ask him, hey, do you want it? If you want a computer, I'll bring it out for you. That's it. But after that, if he's going after that, then I guess I can donate it to somebody else. All right, somebody who needs a computer. All right, and again, doing stuff like this, helping people out feels good. All right, not expecting anything in return. When you do things, my mother was telling me, when you do things, you do from the heart, not because you want something back. All right, so I'll talk to you guys in the next video.